Hey guys, it's me Violet. I'm here again to do the recap for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 6, Episode 6. I'm also here again with this annoying ass hair that grabs onto anything that I possibly can. But it's the only one that really goes with the look that I'm wearing. I have another blonde wig and it's just too fucking thin because it just looks terrible on me. So to start the episode off, the girls come in after Gia's elimination and they're congratulating Laganja on winning the lip sync for your life. And in Laganja's confessional, she goes on about how in the real world she's used to winning, so it's hard for her in the game to see her sisters prevailing more so than her. And she starts to talk about how she thinks her look was better than Adore's, and I instantly thought about how much bullshit that was because I didn't like Laganja's that much, and I loved Adore's way more. She's just kind of full of herself, so I'm kind of over it. So if you remember last week, on Untucked, Trinity had confessed to the girls that she's HIV positive. So in the workroom after the elimination, she tells the other girls that weren't in the room, you know, they're all congratulating her on being true to herself and everything. Also, if you remember, Ben won the challenge, so they're congratulating Ben on that too, and Darienne kind of like throws some shade about how, I don't fucking know, on how Ben is apparently full of herself or something. I don't know. She starts talking shit about Ben, and it's really annoying. The girls come in on the next day, and they get the shemale, and it's Rue talking about something. I can't remember. I didn't write that down. And then Rue comes in and lets the girls know that the library is open, darling. These are the only glasses I have that are, like, funky. So I think this is an episode that a lot of people look forward to because we all like to see if they do really good or if they do really bad. Anyway, Bianca, of course, was hilarious. She was cracking up during the whole time. Adore, too, was hilarious, and I loved what she said to Laganja, which was, instead of doing a death drop, how about you drop dead? Trinity's was really awkward, that's all I can say. Milk's was kind of funny, like a couple of them were kind of funny. Same with Courtney and Jocelyn. What I really loved was in Jocelyn with Darienne, it was really funny, reverse cowgirl on the toilet so that she'd have a flat surface to eat her food. That was really good. Ben's wasn't bad. Laganja's was absolutely horrid. It was so awkward and just bad. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. Darienne's was pretty fucking funny too. She ends up winning the challenge, though I thought there were kind of funnier people. I don't know, whatever. And because Darienne won, she got to pick her team for the main challenge, which is a rap video. They have to come up with their own rap and choreography and then record it. Darienne picked Bianca, Laganja, Adore, and Courtney to be on her team, which left the other team to be Ben, Jocelyn, Milk, and Trinity. Laganja starts the choreography for her team, and she starts trying to come up with something like this, and it wasn't cute, and Adore didn't like it at all, and she called her out on it, saying it was stupid. And over on Ben's team, they made Ben the team captain since he did so well in the last challenge. Trinity goes through her lines, and Ben's like, you know, I think this is an opportunity for you to really work on your enunciation. And of course, Trinity gets really offended by it, and in her confessional just is really pissed off. And that's my thing with Trinity. I don't think she can take constructive criticism. Like if somebody's trying to help her, she'll take that as them coming at her, and she'll just retaliate, and it's just a mess. So the girls go on set to start filming their video, and they see the guest judges, which are the rappers Eve and Trina. And while the girls were getting ready, Ben was a little bothered as to why Darienne didn't pick her. So she confronts her about it, and Darienne straight up tells her that it's, quote, none of your fucking business, which is a little shitty, but whatever. I guess it's the name of the game. That's how Darienne wants to be. Let her be. Darienne's team goes first, and Bianca is absolutely hilarious. She's making Eve and Trina laugh. She's making everybody laugh like she always does. Adore had a little bit of a rough start, but after that, she nailed it, and her look was perfect, too. Laganja goes up, and you know, Laganja's persona is like this ghetto glam character, so we expect her to do really well, which is not really the case. I had trouble remembering her lines at first, which, you know, is normal. It's hard to remember all of those lines. But she kind of cuts off one of the judges. I can't remember who it was. Like, alright, just give me a second. She was, I think, a little bit overdramatic, but we know Laganja. Jared was a little worried going into the challenge because I'm a white girl from the suburbs, so I don't really have street cred. She struggled quite a bit with the rhythm and everything, and it was quite obvious. And they didn't show Courtney, which I've noticed that they haven't really been showing a lot of Courtney or Jocelyn. I don't know if they're just like keeping them there and like waiting for something to happen. I don't know. So now Ben's team is up to go, and Ben starts it out. She had a little bit of a rough start too because she missed her cue, but after that I stumbled like once, and I think she got it after that. Trinity, the problem was the enunciation. She should have listened to Ben. Milk didn't do too bad. She kind of stumbled at first too, like pretty much everybody did. The girls are getting ready for the runway, which tonight's theme was crazy, sexy, cool. Bianca and Trinity kind of have a sweet moment because Bianca was telling a story about how she lost contact with a friend, and it turns out that he was HIV positive. He ended up passing away, and Bianca really expressed to Trinity that she really admires her for doing what she's doing beyond the show and trying to be the voice that helps somebody else's life. It's a real cute moment for Bianca. Jocelyn starts us out, and I don't like the outfit at all. I don't really like the makeup at all. It just wasn't that cute. It sucks because she's a cute person. I thought Ben's was cute. I liked the Dalmatian print, and I liked the blue color on her. Trinity came out like a little flower child, and she looked beautiful with her hippie glasses and her long flowing hair. It was actually really nice. I liked it a lot. I thought Milk looked beautiful. That's what I wanted to see from her on the show the whole time. I slightly agree with the judges though on the critique on her outfit of how it kind of looked a little bit sloppy, like unfinished or something. I agree with that a little bit. But I've seen worse on the runway. Next was Laganja. I liked the coat that she had on. I thought it was really cool, but I hated the outfit. I hated the hair. I always hate the makeup pretty much on her. Marianne was next, and I really liked it. I always love her makeup because it looks so nice, and I liked her hair too. Bianca comes out next, and of course she looks beautiful. I'm not even going to go on and on about it because I do every week, but I loved it. Same with the door. I absolutely loved it. I loved her hair. I loved her makeup. I am getting a little annoyed though, like Michelle, with like the shin-length dresses. I mean, she looks great in them, but at the same time, it's like, come on, get a gown. Courtney was last, and she came out with like a big comforter and a pillow and everything and a sleeping mask. And she kind of walks up to the end of the runway and then takes it all off, and she's wearing bra and panties. And she had this huge hair, and she looked beautiful, but at the same time, if you're gonna do that, I would make the bra and panties more extravagant. Because I was a little underwhelmed. I was like, oh my god, what's underneath the comforter, you know? And then she takes it off, I'm like, oh, I guess that's pretty. So Rue deems Courtney, Ben, and Laganja safe, but it also tells Courtney not to be a cliche and not to just rely on pretty. So they start the critiques, and I can't remember who they started with, but with Trinity, of course, she was trying to defend something, and RuPaul literally just cuts her off. It's like, okay, well. Darian, Milk, and Trinity were in the bottom 3, and somehow Milk was put in the bottom 2 with Trinity. Normally I can pick out who's going to be in the bottom 2 throughout the episode or something, and this completely caught me off guard, and you can tell it caught Milk off guard too. Trinity ends up winning the lip sync, so Milk has to sashay away, which is a sad sight to see for me because I really liked Milk. So on to the Untucked. It starts when Laganja, Ben, and Courtney are walking in the back, and of course Laganja's pissed because she's always heard about something. She was pissed because she was safe, she came here to win, yada yada yada. So the 3 are sitting in the lounge and they're drinking their cocktails. Laganja's trying to throw a door underneath the bus, which is complete bullshit. I forgot to say that a door actually won the challenge, but the girls safe that are in the Untucked lounge, they didn't know that at the time. And Laganja was saying how she thought a door might be in the bottom too. Like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? She's saying how she thought Adore really stumbled with her lines and everything, which she did, but it's like, bitch, you also did, so what the hell are you talking about? And Ben even kind of like disagrees with her. She's like, I thought Adore did pretty good on the challenge. And Laganja's like, whatever, I mean, you will never know what's gonna happen. I wish your ass would go home. So those 3 go into the Gold Lounge, and they have a surprise in the pink furry box. It's a game where they have to kind of guess which one of the cast members that is. The remaining girls go into the other Untucked lounge. RuPaul tells them they have a surprise underneath the couch. They pull it out into a little letter, and Bianca starts reading it because she was sitting on top of it. It's actually a letter from Gia. Can't get rid of the bitch. So of course a lot of it is like shit talking, something about Bianca and her beard area. Of course there was a lot of hate towards Milk in the letter, and it was just like, whatever, like, bitch, you're gone. Then some of the girls had asked Adore what was going on with Laganja, and we find out Laganja finally came up with what really hurt her feelings. Refer to last video if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's like an Untucked exclusive scene. Laganja went up to Adore and was like, you know, thinking about it at the hotel, and it was when you said that you were in it for yourself, it made me really think that you didn't want me to be with you in the top 3. It's like, whatever, bitch. And I'm glad that Adore didn't buy it either, because I would have lost a little bit of hope for her had she fallen for it. Trinity's being really quiet, like always, and kind of looks like she's pouting about something, so one of the girls like asks her what's wrong, you know, and of course she starts getting defensive, and it was a basic Trinity moment. Bianca kind of intervenes. It's like, well, what do you do successfully? Because she's always talking about how she doesn't do this, she doesn't do that, blah, 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 you know what I mean. She doesn't really answer the question, she just goes off about something else. So that's it for this week's episode. Down below, let me know what you guys thought about it. I really enjoyed the episode a lot. I feel like each and every week they're getting better and better, and I don't want it to end, really. Down below in the video description, definitely check out all of my links to follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and everything, because I like talking to you people. So after you follow me on everywhere else, go ahead and subscribe to me on here. I don't know where the button's at anymore on this channel, but find it and press it so that way you see me every week. So I'm gonna go because I'm really hungry and I want to take this wig off because it's so annoying. Alright, I love you guys. Bye!